first day I met my grandfather, he looked at me and he said, "Are you gonna wear those sneakers around?" And I said, "Well, yeah." He's like, "The only shoes I have." I was like, "If you're my grandson, you're not wearing that. Tomorrow we're gonna go into town, I wanna buy you boots and your hat." Because like, no grandson of mine is gonna walk around like that.
My parents moved me and my brother to California in the year 2000, and we lived there for 15 years, and then moved over here to Cincinnati. In life, I want to be like my father. He didn't quit when he could have, and to me, he's has already done enough for me, but he still feels guilty that he can't give me everything that I wanted.
Well, I grew up here my whole life, so I've had obstacles my whole life, really. Growing up in a rough neighborhood, because we lived in Evanston, and that side at the time was one of the toughest neighborhoods in Cincinnati. So I had to quickly learn to survive in an environment where gangs and drugs ruled.
Moved over here to Cincinnati and hoping to find better opportunities, and hoping that this would be a place where I'd actually grow as a person more, and luckily I did. One of my biggest dreams was to be the first in my family to go to college, in my immediate family at least. But as something happened with the district, the head district officials, they didn't want to give me my scholarships that the people within the community rallied around to get me to go to college.
So the DREAM Act, it's a bill that will create a pathway to citizenship for students or for people in general who were brought here at a young age. The DREAM Act has been introduced in Congress multiple times throughout the years. Senators Lindsey Graham and Dick Durbin introduced the new DREAM Act that will is creating that pathway for the DACA students and for people who were brought here at a young age and are just as Americans as we are, because they were raised here, they grew up here. This is the only home they know of.
Even though I'm not in college, I'm part of the workforce, so my sacrifice is a lot different from theirs.
I'm not sure where your stance is on immigration, but before you start questioning or judging, listen to an immigrant's story and try to understand what we're fighting for and what's the causes that are in play. We're human beings who just want a better life, just like you. We're not here to take anyone's job or take anyone's resources. We just want our fair share to live a good life. But I also want you to go out and do your own research and make sure that your research is factual, not opinion-based or ideal-based. So my name is Jose Arnulfo Cabrera. I'm from Veracruz, Mexico. Born in a small little town called Loma Bonita, Oaxaca. And I am 22.
My name is Mauricio. I'm originally from Mexico. We're trying to get the next generation to see the work that we're doing, to get them motivated to keep the fight going once we're not here.